wanted to share with you that my grandfather shared with me before he passed, before he went to sleep and went into his new life. And I went to him because I was having relationship issues. I was in a very toxic relationship. This was almost 20 years ago. And I went to him and I was telling him everything that she is doing to me, that I didn't like. And I told him that, you want to know what? I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this happening to me in my life. And my grandfather started laughing. He started laughing at me. And I said, why are you laughing at me? And he said, because you get everything that you experience in the simulation. You deserve it. You feel that when you fell asleep last night, he said, you felt deserving of being treated that way. Otherwise, you wouldn't be being treated that way. So it's something within me that was creating the toxic relationship. And when he explained this, I didn't truly grasp it at that time, but eventually, over time, when I started to increase my consciousness, I started to understand what this truly meant. And he also told me how to actually to change it. He told me to fall asleep in the same bed with her, that she's telling me the things, that she's no longer that person. Things that imply that she's no longer that person, that she's treating me how I feel that I deserve to be treated. But he said that's avoiding the issue. The issue is there's something within you that it keeps falling asleep, where you feel like you deserve to be treated this way. And that's why it's happening. Nothing happens to you in the world that you don't feel and consent to that being true of your world, and why that's happening to you. Because everything is formulated from the feeling and everything you consent to being true and who you believe that you are as you're falling asleep at night. And he explained this to me, and I truly, truly understand this now, that every impression that is made, every part of you, everything that you do, everything that you don't do, is creating this entire image that you hold of yourself within the simulation. And then that's being pushed out into the world. So if you fall asleep tonight and you don't feel deserving of making $5,000 a day, you're not going to make $5,000 a day. If you feel deserving of making $50 a day, that's what you're going to make. And when you can make the change from what you truly feel that you deserve to have, that's when you change everything. Is when you change your beliefs and what you consent to be true about yourself, how you truly feel about yourself, because you're the only person that's truly judging. In the Bible it says God sees everything. God lives within us. God can see you. You're judging yourself as you go to sleep at night. You are an unbiased judge to yourself. But you just see the truth in the subconscious realm. The subconscious sees you as you see yourself. And if you fall asleep not deserving of making more money, you're not going to make it. So when you wake up in the morning, you can make true changes. You can be a new non-negotiable person that is getting everything done, that's stacking wins all day long, getting all of these things done, eating correctly, being kind to people, being strategic, getting things done, helping people, creating businesses, doing all these great things in your life, and you're knocking them all down. You write 10 things down that you're going to do that day, and you do all 10 of them, and you do 12 of them. How are you going to feel about yourself when you go to sleep? Without doing it, even without doing visualization, you're going to feel deserving now. You're going to feel deserving of making more money, of great things happening to you, because you're judging yourself. As you're falling asleep tonight, you are judging yourself tonight. Whatever you did today, if you wasted your time sitting around and putting things off, and people needed your help, but you said, no, I'm busy. You lied and said, no, I can't help you because I'm doing this today or I'm doing that today. And you put that off and you didn't do that. You don't feel good, because everything is you. You are conscious. I am that I am. They needed your help and you could have helped them, and you decided not to. So how do you truly feel about that? And you're going to fall asleep with that feeling. You're going to fall asleep with that concept of self not deserving more great things to come into your life. So if you start your day and you start tackling things and you're stacking wins all day long, you never miss. You do everything you say you're going to do. You do this and you do more. you're going to fall asleep without having to visualize or do any of this stuff. You're going to start creating the most amazing life because you want to know why? Because you feel deserving. You feel deserving of great things happening to you. And they will start to happen to you. They will start to happen to you when you change how you truly feel about yourself, and you do that you can do that manually throughout the day to start doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. Because your conscious mind is always speaking to you. Because if you're drinking or you're using drugs or you're sitting around when you should be doing other things, that you always have there's always that inner talking in your mind. You should be doing this and you choose this. You should be doing this, but you're choosing this. You know what you should be doing. You know it. And if you don't do that, what the conscious mind is telling you to do, unconsciously, what you're telling yourself to do from your higher self is always speaking. And it's always telling you the right path, but are you listening to it? And that is stacking these wins, doing these things, getting things done, being non-negotiable, stacking the wins, never missing, eating correctly, being healthy, working hard. It doesn't have to be hard, but working and doing interesting things with work and changing the labels of what you think hard work is. And all of this stuff coupled together just creates an entirely new version of yourself and how you truly feel about yourself as you're falling asleep. And then that's what's created into tomorrow and next week. And you're going to be you're creating all this stuff happening to you. And when my grandfather told me that, it didn't turn on, the light didn't come on right away, but it has now. When I was coming to him, feeling, this girl's treating me so horribly, she's doing this to me, she's doing that to me, I don't deserve this. He laughed at me, and he was correct. Because that is happening because I felt that I deserved that. I felt that whatever she was doing to me and treating me, I truly felt within myself that I deserved that. Otherwise, it wouldn't be happening to me. It wouldn't be happening to me. It was because I wasn't living my life correctly. And I wasn't being conscious and aware of my inner dialogues and my imagination, what I consent to being true, and changing that. And once I learned to change that, my entire life changed. And anyone can do this. So ask yourself, wake up in the morning and write down 10 things that you're going to do today, tomorrow. And do them all. Just don't write down anything you can't do. And be very consciously aware of the things that you're doing and not doing. Ask yourself, the person that you love and admire in this world, the person, it doesn't necessarily have to be a specific person where they have this name. It could be just an imaginal person that you would love and admire to be. Emulate that version of yourself, and then everything that you do throughout the day, you ask yourself, would this person be doing this? Would this person be sitting here putting this off, not doing this, not calling this person back, not helping my mother, or not taking out the trash, all these different things? Would the person I love and admire be putting all this stuff off? No, they would do it right away because I love and admire that person. I look up to that person that does all that. And that's your higher self. That's your higher self telling you what to do. So start listening to that inner voice, because that is your higher self telling you to do this. It's trying to direct you to the life of your dreams. That inner voice is trying to direct you to your life of your dreams, your higher self, to the life you want to be living. It's trying to tell you. Be very conscious of that. Be very conscious of that and start doing those things. Start listening to that voice, because that's your higher self telling you, giving you the directions, and it knows what to do and what not to do. And so do you if you listen. I love you guys.